What up, YouTube? This is off the cuff. This Layle co-op is really bad, and having experienced it like I did in JP, I just wanted to just rant about it for a little and how badly they whiffed, and it's really frustrating when things like this happen. And I know a lot of people feel the same way when Global has the opportunity to fix things correctly, and they do it, and it's cool. Praise. When they don't quite land and they clearly don't uh, improve things to a substantial degree when they definitely have the ability to do so. I'm going to voice my issues with it. So let me just. I'm not even going to ask people to subscribe and like. I guess mentioning that I am. Whatever, you know what I mean. How do. God, it's so frustrating. I don't know for a fact if the HP in this thing is the same as the JP version, but the accessibility of this co-op is horrendous. And Alpha no in the co-op. Sorry, bro. I value my time. And maybe I should run it with friends. You know, maybe that would be a better way to do things. But oh my god, it's gonna take forever like this too. Is this toxic? I don't think it is. Well, third room, I'm gonna run it. Anyways, this thing has so much HP, and the drop rates are so low. Like, I remember when they announced on stream that I was like, all right, they're doing something, and removing the 6-man part of it, but keeping the amount of firepower or HP on the bosses that we needed 6 people to chunk down. Man, and they cut down on the number of waves, but it has so much HP in the chaos, it just doesn't seem worth it. And the Cosmos, it's way less HP, and you have it's guaranteed to get a Greg in the Chaos co-op, which is good. The problem is the Chaos co-op takes too long, and the drops are also very low. And it's a launch co-op, so it's just inflating like mad the amount of time. So they very easily could have reduced the amount of HP, up the number of Greg tokens, done something completely different, but now there is still RNG in the farm. So if you're not equipped to, it kind of screws over newer players, doesn't it? So if you're not quite equipped to do chaos, I mean, maybe you get carried through it, but people aren't like me. I'm not trying to run with undergeared people in the chaos, like, and I can't even find a room right now. I wish it would come on, but let's keep talking anyway. So you have launch inflating the co-op. And although you don't need to bring a burst to increase the odds of getting a Gilgamesh in the co-op, what's now happening is that if you don't have a burst or you're not Tifa calling at the end during the Gilgamesh wave and people don't start the game right, then, I mean, then you're kind of screwed, aren't you? I mean, let's see it in action, shall we? It was always down to the numbers. Removing some of the RNG is good, but it's still being an enormous, and it makes me wonder, like, well, actually, I'm confident saying they don't playtest this stuff now, or did the people who designed this actually play the co-op for however amount of time it's about to take us? I mean, come on, man. I can't think of any, like, stupid things like this in JP going forward, so I don't even know the next time that this might get remedied, but, I mean, Christ. So we can get the launch off. Hopefully everyone, congrats, you're on YouTube. We're gonna charge the summon really fast, and we're gonna be able to summon on the Greg wave. I don't think anyone had the burst, but see the amount of time that it takes. You gotta pay so much attention. The fact that we have the 20-second co-op timer is actually very good for this. So I'm glad we ended up getting that. But man, just making sure Gilgamesh shows up, but giving us a what is it, 20? Oh, God, I didn't even pop a book, did I? Because I'm talking on YouTube. There we go. More wasted time. Way to go. That is completely my fault. But I'm not gonna count how long this is. This has been going at least a minute so far, and all this just for 20. Maybe they're trying to sell 3x books again, but. I'm just so disappointed, and I think it's universal. And shout out to the people wanting longer co-ops or chaos co-ops, because y'all speak this into existence. That's a straw man. People want long, good co-ops, and this fails on neither. So I can't acknowledge that, although it is funny that people were crying about the content gap. And it's not fair to lump those people in the same bucket, but it is semi-funny. I hope my turn is last, so if I assume because he brought Tifa Call, he'll get it right. I'm begging you, Mel. And oh, that's the other thing. Why is Shiva on the Chocobo bingo panel thing, but it's a launch co-op where you're incentivized to bring Panda for Layle? Why is Shiva featured? Is that to sell who is it to sell? I actually, like, there's no ice orb on Kurisame's lost chapter, so you maybe so you outspeed the bosses? Very, very frustrating ordeal, and I wish that I remember back in the C50 era when they gave us Radius co-op, and it was either bugged or it was tuned poorly, and they actually nerfed the co-op, which was amazing that they did. And I really wish that they do this here. And there's already people who are done with this, and I'm sorry if you grinded it like crazy. I mean, would they do that again? I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. But I really would love them to do this at this point, because right now there is pretty much no the co-op being this stupid incentivizes people to get toxic. And don't even get me started on the oh my god, I should have brought Kais's Call. Why didn't I do that? Because I was talking, wasn't paying attention. This is why you don't co-op, and it's hard to do these things at once, but it incentivizes toxic behavior, like leaving. Like, normally I don't disband if people are boosted, you know. I don't disband, like, ever. Like, I'm just trying to run the co-op, and it usually won't be that bad. But if there's not a right setup, my time is just honestly not being respected, and that makes me not want to join a co-op. And obviously there's the use friends, etc., so you don't have to run into that problem. But one, not everyone has friends. It's not like the matching system in this game is particularly good anyways. And now we get to this wave, which is it has like 1 billion HP. This is not fun. This isn't fun, period. And obviously there's going to be someone like, hey, I enjoy this stuff. Well, I don't care. For most of the normal human population with stuff to do, this is a slog. The implementation of the Arden co-op by just cutting the number down was honestly so much better. And although you still kind of had to chunk through it, they cutting that requirement down significantly helped us out. And again, it just feels like so little care was applied to making this better, like making this an enjoyable co-op. Like, they also could have just not scrapped this. They could have kept the 6-man and then reduced the requirements, but instead we got this just a mess. It's just a mess. I don't know how this is possibly defensible. I don't know if anyone's enjoying this, and if you are enjoying this long ass co-op, then please let me know. And obviously, it should go without saying, I don't condone any harassment of anybody. Don't be annoying. Don't be cringe just because you had to grind a co-op. Obviously, that's not what I'm talking about. But I just wanted to put out there this: we should hold the team to a higher standard if they're trying to do stuff like this and it doesn't land. We should know. I love the game. Create content for the game. I'm still keep playing the game, but this co-op just ain't it, bruh. This ain't it. And I really was hoping for it to be better, but it's not. So many numbers. Like, it's just a small number tweak. Like, give them less HP, increase the number of tokens they give out. Stuff like, don't make it chaos, just make it Cosmos. Like, why? It's just a copy paste. It's not a good copy paste, bro. This is taking the test that someone else did and changing your name and then purposely getting a question wrong so it looks a little bit different. And it's just not it. I don't know what else to say about this, and there's no way I can talk through the rest of this. So in the comments, let me know your opinion on this co-op. If you want to check out what it was in JP, I recorded a video, me and my buddies playing, and it was significantly worse than JP. Don't get me wrong. RNG drop grind is horrendous, and then the fact that Mog Pass could buff your runs too. Ugh, it's so bad that again it didn't come back to this point. So JP co-op was infinitely worse. The JP co-op was it wasn't even a failing grade. It was you got kicked out of the school for being stupid. This is just a fail. So yeah, man, I'm not gonna let this ride out. Let me know what y'all think, and I'll catch you later. Peace.